Hello, hello, Leo, and welcome to Stars with Stasi, where no matter who or what you are on this cosmic journey, you are welcome here. Greetings, I'm Stasi, your trusted psychic and intuitive reader. This is your weekly reading for April 21st through April 27th, or whenever you come across this message, it's meant for you. I've already shuffled your cards, so we're going to go ahead and get started with this week's theme. Now, Leo, a couple of things to keep in mind is that the 21st starts off this week with the rare Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus. And the popular question is, what does that mean for me? So, a conjunction, when two planets are hanging out in the same area, right? And these planets, they're going to get along. So Jupiter is all about expansion, right? And like things getting bigger than life. And Uranus is the rule of Aquarius, another fixed sign, because I'm a Scorpio and you're a fixed sign as well. So our fixed air sign, that is the planet that rules that. So it's all about innovation and what's going to work for the greater good. And then at the same time, it's in Taurus. So these two planets are hanging out, jiving with their energies, and they're going to take that and shine it onto the earth through the lens of Taurus, which is all about material gain and bringing things towards you, right? Your abundance, right? So that is going to be amazing for you, Leo, because right now, this month has you working on things like adventure, travel, learning something new, right? So you're going to be feeling this passion as we get closer to summertime, your season. So we've got number 35, as I'm talking about bringing things in a material form, number 35 reduces to 8, and 8 is a number of material and abundance. This reads lost compass, getting back into integrity. So let's break down the number 35. We've got 3, the number of self and creation, and the number 5, which is all about being adaptable. And together, this tells me that if you are adaptable, you can create anything and it's going to get you back on track. It's about allowing yourself to express yourself freely. I've got the water guardian, connect to your emotions, right? So fire signs, especially the fixed sign, Leo, can often get themselves in a very, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? Draw a line in the sand, right? And again, I'm a Leo rising, so there's no shade here, but there is this energy of like needing to get in touch with your emotions and allowing yourself to be soft, right? Allowing yourself to be in the vulnerable. And then I also have the thief, seizing the moment, selfishness. So is this your energy or someone else's? We're definitely going to pick up on this. So I'm going to do a 9-card spread, and then from there, I'm going to clarify each of these cards to see what messages we have for this week. The other thing, Leo, that you're going to be facing is a full moon in Scorpio, all right? And so what does that mean for you? It means you're going to be in your fields because Scorpio energy is all about deep thinking, transformation, changing, alchemizing, right? Scorpios are deep, deep thinkers, and so this is going to have you, one way or the other in that energy. So I've got the Knight of Pentacles coming through, and the Knight of Pentacles can usually be a knight who has everything they already need, but are kind of in analysis paralysis. It is the slowest moving knight of the deck, and it signifies that potentially there's something. I've got the 5 of Swords here. So it signifies that potentially there's something giving you apprehension at the time. And with this 5 of Swords, this is about... Well, look, where the 5 of Wands is about lower level competition and, bickering, this is more or less, being the mastermind, thinking something through before you act. So, and it's also a card of skillful mastery in competition, right? As opposed to just bickering or whatever. So again, we'll clarify. So we've got the 2 of Cups. There could be something happening in the home life, in the sector, where some things maybe are at a stalemate potentially, or there's been, some type of difficulty. So hold on, I got a lot of things that came through. I did see the 6 of Cups, which could indicate things coming full circle, but let's see if it comes back out for us. So I've got the High Priestess coming through with the Hanged Man. So that's interesting. 2 major arcana cards, and the major arcana is always going to be big ticket items that you're going through, whereas the rest of the deck is going to reflect your everyday mundane issues, right? So you're definitely going through a period of learning to follow your intuition. That's what the High Priestess is all about. She's all about the hidden mysteries of life and exploring the unknown. where the Hanged Man is here to tell you to take a different look at things, right? The Hanged Man is hanging from the tree of knowledge, upside down in what seems to be the most uncomfortable position. But if you look closely, the head is illumined, and this person has gone through perhaps a dark night of the soul, has given a lot of time, energy, and attention to something that perhaps has been an old wound that needs to be healed, right? And that's what's coming through. And again, this is looking like it's happening in the relationship sector of your life. And it doesn't have to be romantic, Leo. This could be even something like a witch wound, an old wound that has to do with a friend or a child, just something deep, right? It could even be ancestral. And that's what I'm hearing. So it doesn't surprise me, because this energy is going to have us, when I say this energy, I mean like the full moon in Scorpio and this conjunction. We're also in Taurus season now from excuse me, from Aries season, we're in Taurus season. And this is another major arcana. So we've got Temperance, right? Temperance is a card of healing. This is an angel taking fire energy, water energy, and alchemizing it and turning it into medicine, right? Medicine for the future. There's one foot in the water as to say, I'm healed, I'm emotional, I'm whole. And one foot on the ground to say, you know, I've got this, I'm stable. And there's a balance here. You also might be experiencing a situation where, to be honest with you, you might come across a healing, right? Something, and I've said this before, and it actually happened. I think it was Aquarius a few months ago, where someone commented that it did happen to them. I actually just heard the word spontaneous healing. So it may very well be that you are dealing with a health issue or a perceived health issue. You might have had a misdiagnosis that's coming through, but there's some clarity here that happens. Right. And that's, again, not for everybody. This is very specific. So take it how it resonates. And if it's not for you, leave that in the past, or for someone else. I see the Tower card at the bottom. So this is like, so let's go back to whoever is having this health situation. It might be mental or physical, but ultimately it's almost like a second opinion or time. Right? Maybe just like the next time you go to get checked, it's no longer there. Something like that. So, all right, let's move past that. I just had to share that because it's coming through really strongly. What else do we have? I just saw the Ace of Pentacles as well. Let's see. Okay, so I saw the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, and I kept shuffling, and she made her way to the top. So air energy and fire energy are more in the masculine, and water energy and earth energy are more in the feminine. So this is indicative that you're about to step into something new opportunities, right? Some of you might be moving or having a new job, but this is something new in the material. So if you're in a position where you have been thinking about taking a leap of faith, starting something different, or if you're moving, this is your reading. There's a lot going on here. And it might even be, like I said, a new job, a new lifestyle that you want to go to. I don't see the Ace of Cups. Look, Tower card at the bottom of the deck again, Leo. So listen, don't worry about this. I'm saying that as a Scorpio, so used to the transformation. However, all the fixed signs so far have gotten it. I've done Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. So there might be something there because, listen, this full moon in Scorpio is going to be so intense. And I've actually had several premonitions about being mindful of water that's contained. So just to give you an example, the night before, for those of you that are familiar, I live in Maryland, and the Francis Scott Key Bridge, there was an accident of some sort, and it collapsed the bridge. There were deaths. And that's the most unfortunate news that I've tapped into, because if you all know, I don't turn on the TV. Someone brought that to my attention. So prayers for those who have struggled through that transition. To move forward from that, my point is that I had a premonition of water damage, a sudden disruption, and literally got online live to talk to my members about it, warning them that take it how it resonates. But if they have a leak in their home, if there's something going on with water, you live near an area and you receive a warning to evacuate, this is not a good time to disregard that. I feel strongly that the atmosphere and the pressure and the water and the moon, all that stuff, is going to potentially facilitate disasters, natural disasters having to do with water. affect us personally. Like I feel like blood pressure changes. I just do. And I also feel like, just be mindful of your insurance, HOA things being up to date before the 23rd. Okay. Take it how it resonates. So this Tower card and the premonition together, I feel like I have to say this on this particular reading. So it's for someone out there. All right, let's keep going. Such specific messages, but I'm telling you, I've had several people write me and say, hey, Stasi, my kitchen is leaking. It got worse. So as we ramp up for that energy, just, again, any indication that you need to evacuate, please do it. All right, so we've got the Two of Swords, decision time. There's something that you're wrestling with potentially, and I can see that because it comes in under the Hanged Man, asking you to take a second look. And the retrograde is active until the 25th of April, so it might be time to take pause and review something that you need to make a decision on. The other thing about the Two of Swords is that the Two of Swords, if you look at her, right, this is an energy of being closed off, right? Being guarded, but also under the belief that there's only two ways to do something. And there's entire islands behind her. There's land, there's vitality. And this card says, hey, look, there's more than one way to pluck this chicken, right? We can make this happen, but you got to expand your thinking, Leo, right? You've got to go where no one has gone before, and where you are finding yourself with a blockage, it's time for you to create your own path. That's what's coming through. And it's like you're a Leo, right? You're meant to shine. You're meant to, you're meant with all the pizzazz. You're meant to be creative. Like Leos are really known to be creative. I actually just did a poll for for the viewers asking what was Leo's, what are Leos best known for? Creativity was one of them, right? And of course, we always get a bad rap for being too much, but they're not enough. So 10 of Swords, something is coming to an end, right? Something, and if you have been feeling recently differently towards someone, again, this could be a family member, but more than likely it might be your relationship. But if you're feeling differently towards a situation, or you're feeling aggravation, apprehension, you fill in the blank, this is a good indicator that that situation has got to come to an end, at least the way it presents in your life today. So again, with that Sagittarius energy, you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, right? We've got Sagittarius, Pisces coming through. Oh, let me just think about this. Also, the other thing I want you to consider is the Hanged One, or the Hanged Man, is associated with Neptune, and Neptune can be like illusionary thinking. So there might be something that you're getting, that coming next to the High Priestess, there might be a situation where you're not seeing something clearly, or you're given misinformation. That might be the case as well. All right, let's keep going. Tell me more about Leo this week, please. Why the Knight of Pentacles? We've got the Moon card. So Cancer energy. Some of you Leos might be dealing with the Cancer. Happens all the time. I don't know that many people, but I know a ton of Leo Cancer couples. So you could be physically dealing with the Cancer and feel like maybe things just aren't progressing, or you're at a stalemate, right? Especially if you're having disruption, Leo, like there's no movement. The other thing that you might be seeing here, because the Moon card is number 18, and 18 reduces to the number 9, which is about a completion of a cycle. So it might just be that something has found its way to a standstill. Also, another card of more to be revealed. And again, that full moon in Scorpio may bring about more information, right? And I feel like I'm hearing that things will start taking progression around that time. You'll find movement towards May. All right, what else do we have? Why the 5 of Swords for Leo? We've got the Sun card. So whatever it is that you're fighting for, whatever it is that you're going through, and that's causing you this need to stand up for yourself and to speak aloud, that's what I'm hearing. It's like you have played nice person, right? Nice guy, nice girl for too long. And then finally, it's like somebody's got your mane ruffled, and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm going to let you know who I am. I'm going to show you how I show up when I'm being pushed, and you are very successful, right? And it's almost like you don't need to do or say much. It's just about the way you move around this situation, right? And I'm hearing like you already are main character energy, and the people around you are really struggling with your glow up. So maybe you're changing a lot. Maybe your focus has changed. I'm getting this energy of like you're paying more attention to you instead of spreading yourself so thin. So I feel like it's doing you some good. I feel like you're also learning things about yourself that that maybe you didn't know to be true until recently. So being a fixed sign can be intense because we often are stuck in our ways, and then all of a sudden, you know, something happens that that pushes us to transform. So why the Two of Cups for Leo, please? Why the Two of Cups? Ace of Cups. Hey, hey. So if you are single, it's coming your way. Maybe all of these changes have been to put you in a path to be able to, I don't know, nourish and love and nurture the person that's coming your way. If you're already in a relationship and you've been having struggle, you've been having conflict, it looks like things are actually going to go in a positive direction. So I'm getting this feeling of like re-enlivening, resuscitating, reworking. And again, that's not for everyone because there is still something here that you don't have all the pieces to the puzzle just yet. So, you know, take it how it resonates. I do have a card here that is facing the other way, and I feel like it was the Seven of Wands, but I don't see it now. So if it comes back up, oh, that was too many. 1 second. Why the High Priestess? What does... Two cards came out and I'll take them. So I've got the Lover's card. Wow, this is really about relationship. There is something going on here. So perhaps this is about choices. Another major arcana. So it's about following your love, what drives you, Leo, right? What are you being called to do? What is the passion of your life? And how can you get there? What do you need, right, to expose the path forward to your divine calling? And that's real deep, right? But that's how it's coming through. And it's like, what mountains are you willing to move to show up in relationship properly, right? And what mountains is your partner willing to move, right? What limitless thought pattern do you need to create to allow each of you to evolve in relationship? And that's so specific, right? But the High Priestess has no roof over her head. She has the Torah in her head, the mystery, or in her hands, the mystery of the universe, right? She has the moon by her feet and a crown on her head with the moon, the triple goddess. So things to consider, right? The Kabbalah is behind her, the tree of life. Things to consider. I feel that there are some major life lessons happening for you at this time, Leo, and that you are making choices, and these choices are more or less about your happiness. Because look, the Hanged Man and the Page of Cups come through. So the Hanged Man, again, asking you to look at things differently. Number 12. 12 reduces to 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 is the Empress card, and this is saying one foot in front of the other, Leo. Page of Cups. Pages are youthful. They're excitement. They are sensitive and nurturing, and this person is all about getting back into community and wanting to do things again and be around people. And I feel like there's been a period of isolation and again, this has been a fixed sign thing as well. But there's been a period of isolation and, detachment is what I'm hearing, right? A period of isolation and detachment. And as I look at my clock right now, it is 1:11 p.m. So 111 showing up 3 times. So this is about you, the number 1, identity, self, creation, who you are. Coming in 3 times, that's Spirit saying 3, create your own path, be yourself, right? Heal. So let's keep going. Temperance. Why temperance for Leo? The Fool card, right? Spirit says, because you're about to take a pivot. You're about to live a new life. You're releasing control. You're allowing the flow to happen, right? This is a carefree attitude of, you know what? I'm divinely protected, right? Connected, project it, expect it. You've been working on your betterment for so long that now it's like you're taking that leap. And you're doing it after temperance, right? And with the assistance of temperance, meaning that you know you're being divinely guided. And I mean, this is such a deep reading. This feels like a Scorpio reading. 10 of Swords is clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is like a gift from spirit. That's how I say it. It's like a gift from the universe saying, hey, come here. I got something for you. All right. That sounded real creeper. Like, didn't it? It sounded... Sorry. Like, come here, little girl. There's something in the van. I digress. All right, Leo. Ace of Pentacles with the 10 of Swords, right? You created space. Again, this is the second time the 10 of Swords shows up, and it's showing up towards the end of the week for you. So I feel as we get towards that end of month vibes and the retrograde is ending and we're done reviewing things and decisions, it's like you start recognizing the situation for what it is, and you take advantage of that ending to create a new path. That's just how it keeps coming through. So if anything that's suddenly changed, and again, it feels sudden, but if you think about it, whatever you're dealing with now has been ongoing for a good 18 months. It's eclipse energy. So, and if you want to be more specific, go back 6 months. And whatever you were working on then is exactly what you're releasing or reviving now or making space for. Why the 2 of Swords? The 2 of Swords is being clarified by the Queen of Wands. Oh, the Queen of Wands is one of my favorites. And this is your energy showing up. So now you've showed up twice in your reading with that Sun card, right? You are in alignment. Keep going, Leo. If you're watching this reading, it's for you. It's because you're breaking the mold, right? And that is that energy in Uranus, right? Breaking the mold. Dare to be different. Let nothing or no one stop you. Anytime you're not living in your divine path and alignment, you won't feel well. You'll feel I almost said agitated. Irritated, agitated, and you'll know, right? You just feel unsettled. So if that starts to happen, stop and take a look around you. Where are you? Who are you with? What energy is near you? And start paying attention, start making changes little by little, because the Queen of Wands is super magnetic and she's in alignment with her goals. And as a result, she attracts what suits her and only that. So as long as you are feeling right, that you are in alignment and that you're doing the right thing with the information that you have, start paying attention to the people around you. You start attracting a different lifestyle. And I feel like things are definitely going to go in your favor, especially when you sit with your emotions. That's been the big thing for Leo for the entire year, to be honest with you. So 7 of Cups, not lacking for choice, is clarifying the 10 of Swords. So look, oh, sorry guys, hang tight. All right. So a couple of things. If this whole relationship mess isn't resonating with you, it could just be that the truth, you're going to start dating again, right? 10 of Swords, something's come to an end. You're thinking about relationship. You're thinking about, how you spend your time and your efforts. And as you start rebuilding your life and getting back out into community, you are going to lack for nothing. This is all about options in love, options in business, options in family, because family is what you make it. So if you've had to walk away from a toxic family environment, it might not feel great today, but in a year from now, you'll see why that had to come to an end, right? Because these things are perceptions. And, the truth is that you are in control of the next phase of your life, especially if you see how important it is to control your thoughts and your actions, because you bring about what you think about. And so if you've been for a long time feeling confined and suppressed, and you've retracted, things start to clear up this week. That's for sure. And the ending of something allows you to look at all of the possibilities ahead. And I keep seeing that High Priestess energy. So let's go ahead and look at the shadow work for Leo this week, please. Let's go ahead and look at the shadow work. And I keep hearing freedom to travel. And as a Leo rising, like I have personally been feeling that, like the need to travel. As a matter of fact, I went and got a passport with zero place in my mind to go because I feel it so strongly that the opportunity is coming and I want to be ready. So little things like that, if you're feeling the need to like travel or go back home, whatever that means, like maybe you do ancestry or, 23andMe, you find out you have lineage somewhere overseas, and I feel like you're like, yeah, I want to go. It's that kind of thing, like a rediscovery, a connection, healing. So, this one came through. Number 31, atonement. Wow, Leo, look here. This is the third time I'm seeing a card where there's knives in the back. Are you feeling stabbed in the back? Are you feeling that people are working against you? Are you feeling like in order for you to express who you really are, you've got to actually put an end to everything and anything? If that's the case, this is the universal support you need to do that. Okay, this is the time to break free from anything that's limiting you and to shine. And I mean that. This conjunction happens once every 84 to 85 years, and it's said to start a new 15-year cycle for all of the signs. So this is something astrologers everywhere are super excited about, and things have taken a turn for the environment. Things have taken a turn for the collective, and there have been sudden changes everywhere. It's for a reason, right? Whatever you're feeling, it's time to take those knives out and heal and heal. Heal from that. Heal from that, because moving forward, those battle scars are tomorrow's vaccinations and medicines, truly. And I mean like medicines from tomorrow's hurts. So number 32, this card continues to come up for the collective this week. Literally, it's number 32, which reduces to 5. 5 is all about adaptability, changing, disruption. And this reads, breaking the chain of repeating cycles. Breaking the chain of repeating cycles. And I think this might have come up for Cancer, so you might need to check out that reading. But 3 is another, again, the number of creation, self-expression, and 2 is the number of relationship. So this card's saying, how do you show up in relationship? How are you when you're with others, right? And are you happy with that? Are you happy with what's in your field, your energetic field, and who comes your way? And are you in a loop, right? Are you reliving your past, your childhood through your adult expressions in relationship? And what can you do to break that cycle? Because this is the time for that. All right. Thank you so much, Leo. This is a time of great change that is before us. And this is truly, even though it was a more intense reading, this is probably the best reading you've had, because the clarity that you need is here and available to get you going into that adventure that you so deeply need. So remember that we are all stars from the sky with feet on the ground, doing the best we can with the information that we have. So be kind to yourselves and each other. If you are looking for a more personal experience, please head over to my website at www.starswithstasi.com. You can order astrological charts, your readings, tarot readings, mediumship readings, where I can connect with your loved ones. All of the things, right? They have blogs, all the stuff, and you can find me on all platforms at Stars with Stasi. I am going to go live this Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, barring any equipment issues, where I'll be doing a live reading followed by taking questions from the audience. So I will be very, very excited if you would be able to make it. And I believe that's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much again for your time. And until next week, may the magic that we weave and the words that we speak bring healing to all those who seek it, Leo. Have a great week ahead and shine brightly.